Let's talk about the EB-2 National Interest Waiver Green Card. The EB-2 National Interest Waiver is a category with the employment-based second preference visa, which allows for foreign nationals to request a waiver of the job offer and labor certification requirements by demonstrating that their permanent residence in the United States will be in the national interest. This visa category is particularly appealing to professionals with advanced degrees or individuals with exceptional ability in science, arts, or business, who can show that their activities will substantially benefit the U.S. national interest. Let's talk about the eligibility for this kind of visa. To qualify for an EB-2 National Interest Waiver, applicants must meet the general qualifications for the EB-2 visa category and additionally demonstrate that their work has substantial merit and national importance, and that they're well positioned to advance the proposed endeavor in the United States, and that on balance, it would be beneficial to the United States to waive the job offer and the labor certification requirements. To qualify as an individual holding an advanced degree for the EB-2 category, the applicant must hold an actual advanced degree, such as a master's degree or higher, or a bachelor's degree plus 5 years of progressive post-bachelor's degree experience in their field of endeavor. What is an exceptional ability? Well, individuals with exceptional ability in science, arts, or business must demonstrate a degree of expertise significantly above the average encountered in those areas, and that ordinarily encountered in their particular field of endeavor. What are the criteria for the National Interest Waiver? Well, the USCIS evaluates National Interest Waiver petitions based on a set of criteria established through precedent decisions, primarily focusing on whether the foreign national's proposed endeavor has both substantial merit and national importance, or whether the foreign national is well positioned to pursue and advance their proposed endeavor in the United States, and the evidence in this case must include past successes, current plans or progress towards achieving the endeavor, and the interests of potential customers or clients or users or even investors and other relevant entities in their particular activities in the United States. The third part is that on balance, it will be beneficial to the United States to waive the requirement of a job offer for this individual and thus the labor certification process with the Department of Labor. The petitioner must demonstrate that the impact of their work in the national scope and that a required labor certification will be adversely affect the national interest. The third point will be that on balance, it will be beneficial to the United States to waive the requirement of a job offer and thus the labor certification process through the Department of Labor. The petitioner must demonstrate that the impact of their work is on a national level and that the requirement of a labor certification process would adversely affect the national interest of the United States. Let's talk about the application process. Well, it's not an easy process, but it is completely doable. You must file a petition for alien worker. That would be a Form I-140, petition for alien worker with the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, or USCIS, along with all the required documents to show the evidence to support the National Interest Waiver claim. The evidence and documentation in this case typically includes proof that the applicant's qualifications, evidence of the national interest in their work, letters from recommendation from peers, experts, and other influential figures in their field of endeavor, and any other evidence that supports their claim that the presence in the United States would be in the national interest. So what are the advantages of the EB-2 National Interest Waiver? Well, first off, there's no job offer requirement. Unlike any other applications, the EB-2 applications and the NIW applications do not require for you to have a job offer or a labor certification process with the Department of Labor, offering flexibility for some self-employed individuals and entrepreneurs. You can self-petition that visa so that individuals that can apply for themselves without the need of a sponsoring employer. Let's talk about now their processing times and considerations about this particular EB-2 National Interest Waiver visa. The processing times for EB-2 National Interest Waiver petitions can vary significantly based on the USCIS workload, so the applicant's country chargeability as well is taken into consideration and the completeness of the application. Priority dates are something to be noted. The applicant must be aware that the priority date system and the visa bulletin updates, as these activities dictate when a visa number will be available in order for them to apply for adjustment of status if they are in the United States, or the issuance of an immigrant visa if they are outside the United States. The EB-2 NIW category offers valuable pathway for individuals with exceptional qualifications to contribute to the United States without the constraints of a specific job offer or an employer sponsorship, facilitating the immigration of talented professionals who can demonstrate that their work is of the national interest. And if you want to learn more about the EB-2 National Interest Waiver, click on this link here and goes directly to the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services website, where you can have more information.